Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com, and today we're going to take a look at this TeraPump electric fuel transfer pump for your gas cans and buckets. Now this electric pump is going to let you transfer fuel to your mower, boat, ATV and more, and with a pump like this you're not going to have to worry about funnels or spilling. You're not going to have to worry about lifting your gas can or bucket or other container that you're transferring liquids from. So it's going to be less of a mess and more convenient for you. It's going to be perfect to have on hand in your garage, in your shop, and for your yard equipment, and even for yard work itself, and have available to use at your farm and at the dock. Now this pump works with non-corrosive liquids such as gasoline, diesel, DEF, Addblue, non-potable water, kerosene, antifreeze, windshield washer fluid, and mild detergents, and agricultural chemicals and light oils. It is not compatible with acetone, benzene, creosol, ethyl, phenol, methyl ethyl, concentrated caustic soda liquid, nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, thinners, or solvents. Now the intake tube that we have right here, that is going to measure right about 17 5/8 inches long, and the width is sitting right at 1 3/16 inches. And it does include a filter attachment that you see right here. That's going to have a stainless steel filter within that is going to help keep debris out of the motor to prevent possible damage. So this is going to be very easy just to slide on the end of your intake tube and then just tighten it there with that nut on the attachment, and that's going to allow it to be secure at the end of this intake tube, so you're not going to have to worry about that accidentally slipping off in the tank that you're transferring fuel or other liquids from. Now this has a discharge hose that is composed of flexible plastic, and the overall length of this hose is about 98 3/8 inches long, so you've got a pretty good length of hose. And you can see I have this kind of rolled up here to keep it all in frame here on my table. And this has a flow rate up to 2.8 gallons per minute. And this has a built-in holster for the discharge nozzle. So let me zoom out here real quick just to show you. So when you're done using this, you can just slide it into this holster, and that's going to allow it to stay completely out of your way. Let me just slide that in there for you. And so it's a tight fit, as you can see, but that's going to keep this from flopping around when you're not using it and keeping it all in one place. Now this does have, this is powered by two different means, and we have connections for each of those different ways to power this unit. So let me just kind of roll this up here a little bit. First, we have our AC adapter that's going to let you plug the pump into a standard 120 volt wall outlet. And once you have that plugged into the outlet, you can just plug it in right there, and that's how it's going to get its power. Now, if you're outside and you don't have access to an AC outlet, this also comes with battery cables that will clamp on to your 12 volt battery, and again that's going to plug in right there. So this is pretty flexible with how it can be powered. And then once you have this connected to a power source, you're just going to flip the power switch on, and then you'll squeeze the nozzle handle to control the rate of flow, and then release the handle and turn the switch off to stop that flow. Now it is a good idea that when you are done using this, before holstering the discharge nozzle, just to kind of lift it up a little bit and let that residue liquid go back down through the pump back to your container, so it's not being collected in the discharge hose itself. Now this does have a hook, a nozzle hook rather, that's going to let you keep this flowing so you don't have to squeeze the handle continuously if you have a lot of liquid to transfer. And then it'll also let you control the rate of flow too as you turn that, that hook. So that's going to be very convenient for you. Of course, you don't want to leave this unattended while you're transferring liquid to prevent possible overflow. So that's a nice feature that is included with this. On the top and back here of our pump, there is a U-shaped hook that's going to let you hang this pump up for storage. I also wanted to show you that this has an attachment. It has a shower head nozzle that's going to slide right onto the end of the discharge nozzle, and that's going to let you spread agricultural chemicals or even use to water your plants, because this pump, as I mentioned earlier, is compatible with non-potable water. So the overall dimensions of just the pump itself from end to end is sitting right at about 26 inches tall, and the head unit itself is sitting right at about 8 11/16 inches tall, and the overall width is about 2 15/16 inches wide. You're going to have two sets of instructions, one for the pump itself and one about the filter attachment. And that's going to conclude our look today. I do hope that it was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.